to people living with HIV. About 100 people benefited from the empowerment program with some relief materials from the office of First Lady, as 30 elderly people received cash gift, while 70 others were given sewing machines, grinding machines, among other equipment. The House of Representatives has urged the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy and the Ministry of Transportation to conduct a thorough investigation into recent boat mishaps in Nigeria. This is equal to a motion of urgent national importance, drawing attention to the recent boat mishap in Kogi State involving over 160 passengers, with only 24 rescued, 54 confirmed dead, and an unknown number still unaccounted for. Representative Oyeme Edem, who moved the motion, expressed a worry that the recent surge in boat accident has raised concerns about the safety of Nigeria's waterways and the need for urgent intervention. The House also urged the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, and the National Inland Waterways Authority, NIWA, to enforce safety regulations and ensure compliance with international maritime standards. Now to the rest of the stories. The Senate has confirmed the appointment of Olufemi Oluyede as the substantive Chief of Army Staff, COAS. This confirmation followed the adoption of the Committee on Army's report on the Oluyede screening at the plenary. The report was presented by the chairman of the Senate Committee on Army, Abdulaziz Yaradua. Yaradua said the committee was impressed with the high level of understanding, achievement, and excellence stated in the credentials of the nominee. Oluyede was appointed as acting Chief of Army Staff following the illness and subsequent death of Tarid Lagbaja. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has reiterated his administration's commitment to promoting judicial independence and enhancing the timely delivery of justice in the state. The governor made this pledge during the opening of a capacity building workshop for magistrates, registrars, and court clerks held at the Zamfara State High Court complex in Guzo. During his address, Governor Lawal praised the state Chief Judge Kulu Aliyu and the judiciary for their consistent commitment to the dispensation of justice, confidence, and increase of trust in the judiciary. He commended the proactive measures taken by the judiciary to train magistrates, registrars, and other staff, and advocated for the adoption of automation in the judicial system to enhance efficiency. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has seized an estate containing 753 units of duplexes located at the Kogoma area. In a statement, head of media and publicity of EFCC, Dele Oyewale, the seizure, which is the single largest asset recovery by the agency since its inception in 2003, was made possible by a court order. Oyewale noted that Justice Jude Onwe Guzie gave the ruling on a final forfeiture of the estate in Abuja, measuring over 150,000 square meters. He said the forfeiture of the property to the federal government by a former top brass of the government was pursuant to EFCC's mandate and policy directive of ensuring that the corrupt and fraudulent do not enjoy the proceeds of their unlawful activities. In foreign news, an estimated 350,000 African artifacts and manuscripts, as well as human remains, photographs, and natural history specimens have been found in the collection of University of Cambridge. The Fitzwilliam Museum's senior curator, African Collections Future, Eva Namus, who announced this, spent 15 months liaising with University of Cambridge librarians, curators, and archivists, as well as delving into their stores to uncover the items. According to her, it is fairly common for large museums not to display most of their collections, but it is still surprising to see this skill and diversity from the entire African continent and some there for decades. The project is the largest in recent work at the university to tackle questions about its museum's relationship with colonization and enslavement, and reveals the majority of artifacts that were acquired during British colonization. Namasoke added that the majority of the Africa-related artifacts are not on display and hopes they will now be more widely shared and researched. In sport now, head coach Bankole Olokere has called 25 players to the camp of Nigeria's under-17 women national team Flamingos. The call-up is ahead the WAFB under-17 Girls Cup competition taking place in Ghana, 12th to 26th of December. Top of the list is midfielder Shakirat Mashoud, first choice goalkeeper Christiana Ozama, defenders Taiwo Baruwa, Jemaya Adebayo, and Priska Umachiku. Others are midfielder Farida Abdul Wahab and forward Harmony Chidi, Peace Efyong, and Janet Ake Koromoe. All invited players are expected to report at the Remo Stars Sport Institute Ikene Remo, Ogun State today. The Flamingos have been drawn in Group B alongside Cote d'Ivoire and Niger Republic. That's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, do not park at or near road crossing. You can follow us on our social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Songhul administration engaged independent managers for the management of the Lagos theatres? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has signed the Lagos Electricity Bill 2024 into law. The city has confirmed the appointment of Olufemi Oluyede as the substantive Chief of Army Staff, COAS. We also told you that an estimated 350,000 African artifacts and manuscripts, as well as human remains, photographs, and natural history specimens have been found in the collections of the University of Cambridge. And finally, sport head coach Bankole Olokere has called 25 players to the camp of Nigeria's under-17 women national team, Flamingos. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluporoku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.